Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Fed up. Xiao Zhan got angry at the airport and yelled at the bastards and proxy actors. Xiao Zhan was about to go to Milan again. As soon as the news came out, the official immediately issued a message urging fans not to go to the airport to pick him up. At the same time, everyone is reminded that Xiao Zhan will use the VIP channel at the airport, implying that fans will have difficulty seeing him even if they go to the airport. It is useless to go to the airport tiredly. Although the appeal was issued in advance, there was nothing that could be done about the development of the situation. Many proxy photographers and illegitimate fans were already prepared. He decided to take a night flight, and someone was waiting for his arrival at the airport early in the morning. As soon as Xiao Zhan appeared at the airport, the camera immediately focused on him, and his itinerary and clothing were immediately posted on the internet. Xiao Zhan dressed low-key and wore all black, but due to his outstanding appearance, it was still difficult to conceal his identity in the crowd. When I first stepped into the airport hall, the situation was normal. I thought yesterday's proposal had worked. The bastards and photographers had listened to the advice and stopped coming to shoot. As soon as Xiao Zhan took a few steps, he was surrounded by bastards and proxy photographers holding various guns, cannons and mobile phones, forming a wall blocking the way. They held up their mobile phones and squeezed towards Xiao Zhan as hard as they could, completely ignoring the safety of other pedestrians and Xiao Zhan, making it difficult for Xiao Zhan to move. This situation is unexpected. Although the staff tried to dissuade them, they turned a deaf ear. This situation made Xiao Zhan, who had always been gentle, very angry. He stopped shouting at them and asked if they understood what he was saying. What exactly are they doing? Is there no order? Go ahead. Seeing that Xiao Zhan was really angry, the bastard and Dape made way for Xiao Zhan and the others to pass smoothly. As Xiao Zhan hurried up the stairs, he heard a few annoying girls saying, "Don't be like this, right? It's so cruel." This was really speechless. As we all know, Xiao Zhan is famous for his good temper, and fans who know him understand this. Xiao Zhan published a blog post the day before, calling on everyone not to squat and said that respecting others means respecting yourself. At that time, many fans said that even if the gentle Xiao Zhan said such words, he had already reached the limit of his tolerance and the bottom line of his principles. What's worse is that despite his early appeal not to disturb public order during pickup, fans still rushed in and used their mobile phones to film the live broadcast in pursuit of traffic and money. It's no wonder that Xiao Zhan became emotional and vented his anger on his private life and proxy shooting. What are you going to do with these illegitimate children and proxies? The weather was over 20 degrees, and I was wearing a thick cotton jacket. The RV has to be covered with plastic sheets. How much can he be expected to do? No one can bear to be besieged every day. For him, being besieged is not the most important thing. What he is really worried about is causing trouble to the crew and affecting others in public. Observe, these people force a person to lose his personal space and crawl to the ground for money and fame. So you still have to remember that on appropriate occasions, respecting others is also respecting yourself. It was revealed that Xiao Zhan angrily criticized the agent for filming at the airport. It was obviously an early morning flight, but he was still surrounded by fans. Celebrities also need to retain their personal space. After all, they are also ordinary people. In the early morning of February 22nd, Xiao Zhan went to the airport to attend Fashion Week. To his surprise, due to his overwhelming popularity, a large number of proxies and illegitimate fans gathered around him, holding their phones in front of their faces to take photos, causing everyone to be crowded together and making movement very difficult. Xiao Zhan looked at himself motionless angrily, and then scolded loudly, "Move forward, what are you doing? Is there no order?" Under the protection of the staff, he strode forward, and at the same time, he walked up the escalator in one stride. In this way, the people around him were immediately left behind. Maybe Xiao Zhan himself couldn't figure it out. Why did he encounter a lot of blockades even though he chose an early morning flight and used the VIP channel? Why do these people turn a blind eye? They clearly issued a proposal just the day before yesterday and hope that everyone can give them a certain amount of space. Why can't they meet formally in public even though they appear because they like me, but they cause trouble to themselves? We can only emphasize again that leaks of private life and proxy filming are not something that fans should support. The former is out of personal selfishness, while the latter is just for profit and does not care about your situation and only cares about your own interests. It's a long story, And it's not the first time Xiao Zhan has proposed such an initiative. It was really distressing to see him loudly calling for order at the airport. After all, since his debut, Xiao Zhan has always displayed an elegant and steady image to the public. It is rare that he loses his temper and yells loudly. This time, he may have been pushed to the limit. Xiao Zhan lost control in the early morning. The airport angrily criticized the proxy photographer, and the bodyguards pushed the crowd. Recently, some media reported that Xiao Zhan was surrounded by a group of proxy photographers at the airport, which caused him to lose control of his mood and pushed the crowd with the bodyguards. This incident has attracted widespread attention and discussion, and also made people think about the balance between celebrities' privacy rights and public attention. As a high-profile star, Xiao Zhan's every move has attracted much attention. However, this does not mean that his privacy rights can be violated arbitrarily. In public places like the airport, proxy photographers did not consider the safety and privacy of others and forcibly surrounded and filmed. This not only violated public order, but also violated Xiao Zhan's legitimate rights and interests. Although Xiao Zhan's emotional loss and the bodyguards' pushing behavior are not worthy of encouragement, we cannot completely deny their reactions. It is difficult for people to remain calm and rational when faced with sudden siege and harassment. The duty of the bodyguards is to protect Xiao Zhan's safety. They take necessary measures in emergencies out of their responsibility and protection for Xiao Zhan. However, we also need to realize that such conflicts and contradictions are not the best way to solve problems. As a public figure, Xiao Zhan needs to learn to protect his privacy and rights, while also respecting the feelings and rights of others. Proxies should also consciously abide by public order, respect the privacy and rights of others, and not excessively infringe on other people's space. In this era of information explosion, we need to look at the lives and work of celebrities and public figures more rationally and maturely. Only on the basis of mutual respect and understanding can we build a more harmonious and civilized social environment. In the early morning of the day, Xiao Zhan was preparing to fly from the airport to Milan to attend Fashion Week. You can imagine how peaceful the airport must be at 2 or 3 in the morning, right? But it turns out that this is not a safe haven for celebrities. The agents and illegitimate fans seem to have prepared a carefully planned airport siege of celebrities drama. As soon as Xiao Zhan showed up, proxies and illegitimate fans poured out like flies, faster than the flies that had heard the wind. His team was caught off guard. After all, it was early in the morning. Who would have thought there would be so many people waiting? Scenarios like this are not uncommon, especially for high-profile stars like Xiao Zhan. Whether in public events, filming scenes or in daily life, they may become the prey of proxy photographers and illegitimate fans. These people chase every move of celebrities, trying to gain attention and benefits through recording and filming. For Xiao Zhan and his team, dealing with such a situation requires certain strategies and countermeasures. They may increase security, limit the proximity of fans, or choose to hold events in more private venues to avoid unnecessary trouble and distress. At the same time, they will also communicate with fans and call for rational star chasing to maintain good public order and working environment. Despite the troubles of proxy filming and illegitimate fans, Xiao Zhan and his team will still try their best to remain professional and continue to bring high-quality works and performances to fans and audiences. They know that this is one of the prices of success and fame, and they also hope that fans can understand and support their work in life. Xiao Zhan's expression conveyed a clear message. He did not come here just to have close contact with the proxy photographers in the early morning. He issued a proposal in advance, asking the photographers to stop following him. Even so, the photographers were still obsessed with his whereabouts and did not miss any detail. He even adopted the method of wearing the same black down jacket, from more than 10 degrees below zero to more than 10 degrees above zero, hoping that this way he could be relatively hidden in the crowd and avoid being chased by the proxy photographers. This behavior shows a sincere determination and effort to avoid being disturbed. This situation makes people lament that even Xiao Zhan, as a public figure, can't escape the harassment of proxy photographers. He had to take various measures to protect his privacy and personal space. This also allows us to see some of the cruelty and helplessness behind the entertainment industry, as well as the effort stars make to protect their normal lives. Xiao Zhan's persistence and hard work deserve our respect and understanding. He just wants to focus on his work in life and enjoy a normal life, which should be everyone's right. Xiao Zhan's initiative did not seem to make the proxy photographers restrain themselves. They were still unrepentant and only wanted to get close to Xiao Zhan. Finally, Xiao Zhan couldn't bear it anymore and exploded without hesitation. He roared with great momentum, "Do you understand what I'm saying? Move forward, what are you doing? Is there order?" His anger was so intense that he even wore sunglasses and a mask. There is no way to hide it. This scene is as shocking as a big scene in a movie. This roar is not only a scolding of the proxy photographers, but also a warning and reflection on the entire star-chasing behavior. Xiao Zhan's anger reflects the legitimate anger of a public figure when he is violated, and also expresses his dissatisfaction and protest against the violation of his private life. His words and deeds have also attracted attention and discussion from all walks of life, triggering widespread thinking about celebrities' personal privacy rights and star-chasing culture. Although this scene is as spectacular as a movie, it is also thought-provoking. The cost and impact behind star-chasing behavior cannot be ignored. For celebrities, protecting personal privacy and dignity is crucial. Xiao Zhan's roar may serve as a warning, making more people aware of the reasonable boundaries of star-chasing behavior, as well as the respect and protection of celebrities' personal lives. The agents seemed to be supporting characters in a comedy movie, like they were stuck with a dogskin plaster that they couldn't get rid of. No matter how much Xiao Zhan and his team waved their hands, they couldn't wave it away. Even if Xiao Zhan's assistant persuades in a gentle tone, "Can we all move forward?" the result is likely to be counterproductive and the effect will be minimal. This situation is like spraying some water on a group of puppies, and before they have time to dry, they start barking again. This hopeless situation makes people sigh, as the pursuit of Xiao Zhan by proxy photographers seems to have become an irreversible reality. Even though Xiao Zhan and his team have taken various measures, proxy photographers are still following them, constantly plaguing their work and life. It is not easy for Xiao Zhan and his team to deal with this situation. They may continue to try different methods to find ways to effectively resolve this problem. But in any case, this situation needs broader social awareness and consensus to solve it, and it requires the joint efforts and cooperation of more people to truly change it. The frequent occurrence of proxy shooting also reflects some problems in the star-chasing culture, which require more in-depth thinking and discussion. How to protect the legitimate rights and interests of fans while maintaining the privacy and personal dignity of public figures is a challenge that we need to face and solve together. This celebrity escape is actually not the first time it has been staged. The scene where Wang Junke was surrounded at the airport is also fresh in my memory. These two gentle handsome guys will only let people see their fiery side when they are pushed into a hurry. It can be seen that everyone has a hot moment, just like a cup of freshly brewed hot tea. There will always be a day when someone stirs it up. This incident also reflects a larger problem. The encirclement and suppression of proxy photographers and illegitimate fans has become a social phenomenon. They don't care about the stars' feelings, they only care about whether they can capture those so-called exclusive moments. In their eyes, celebrities are just a piece of fat that can make money, and they are just those flies, always trying to fly to the most delicious places. However, we can't entirely blame the proxy photographers and illegitimate fans. After all, today's entertainment industry has become more and more impetuous, and people are eager to know the latest gossip as soon as possible. Proxies and illegitimate fans are just satisfying this need. Although the methods are somewhat unorthodox, who can say they are wrong? But then again, this is a public place after all, and everyone needs to abide by certain rules. The behavior of proxy photographers and illegitimate fans not only disrupted public order, but also affected the travel of other passengers. Such behavior is really a bit too selfish, like a group of children playing hide and seek without caring about other people's feelings. So, I say, let's all be reasonable, okay? Celebrities are also ordinary people, and they also need a little private space. Proxies and illegitimate fans, please also pay attention to your behavior. People should still respect each other.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.